Well, greetings, fellow seeker. My name is Lee Clark, and this is the Lee Clark Academy. My mission is to assist people to become life coaches. And so I've made it my job and my duty to produce materials and resources that can assist you if you wish to become a life coach. So if you'd like to know what to do in order to have the basic skills to become a life coach in 7 days, please do click on the link below. But first, I'm going to outline the 7 basic things that you need to know as a life coach. The first of the 7 basic things you need to know as a life coach is imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is a persistent feeling of self-doubt. It's the persistent idea that you're going to get caught out, that somebody is going to expose you as a fraud because deep down you feel unqualified or even disqualified from doing the things that you're saying you want to do. I think it's worthwhile just to share with you that my own aha moment about my own imposter syndrome came about because I suddenly realized that my imposter syndrome was in fact a form of vanity. What had happened was that I was starting to get too much or too addicted to this feeling that I wasn't worth it and that I was masquerading and hiding under some kind of camouflage. I was giving myself a license to just fixate on my own needs and my own inadequacies and my own fallibilities. And this became a little bit of an addiction. So, where I'm going with this is that if you are experiencing imposter syndrome, one of the questions I'd like you to confront and challenge within yourself is this just a form of perverse vanity that I'm experiencing? Is it just a form of task avoidance? Is it that you found a convenient way to neutralize your efforts and neutralize your powers because the imposter syndrome is not only telling you you can't do things, but it's also encouraging you to put lots of energy into disguising and pretending. And deep down inside, what you're doing is you're engaging in an addictive process, an addictive form of perverse vanity in which you are the center of your universe. Your struggle is somehow some kind of validation deep within yourself. And what you're doing really is that you're just providing an excuse to not get things done. And you're providing an excuse to reject the systems and structures and organizational qualities required in order to get things done. So I'd like you to consider this. Is your imposter syndrome just a very sophisticated way to feed an addiction to personal flattery, for want of a better phrase? Have a think about that. And if you think there's some truth in that, drop a comment below. And if you don't think there's any truth in that, equally, drop a comment below and tell me I'm wrong. It can become a gnawing sense of self-doubt, and it can stop you from doing all sorts of things that by rights you should be able to do. Nobody should be stopping you from promoting your own personal development, advancing your own skills, or advancing your own knowledge. But unfortunately, the presence of imposter syndrome, for whatever reason it may be, is going to limit a lot of people from engaging, pushing themselves forward, or if they do happen to achieve something, even something noteworthy, they always feel like someone's going to find them out. They always feel like somebody's going to expose them as a charlatan and somebody's going to pull them up and remove all of their livelihood from them and potentially even their reputation. I'd like you to ask yourself, is it something which bothers you? Because if it is, it's time to try your best to destroy it. How? How can you remove the nagging sense of self-doubt that is limiting you? Well, you can introduce systems into your life, and you can start to compound your skills and your qualities and your knowledge on a daily basis in small incremental steps. Imposter syndrome is a very difficult thing to overcome. I finally managed to tackle my own imposter syndrome by putting a lot of work into learning the knowledge and the skills and developing the attributes that I need to in order to do this, present to you on camera. However, I don't think that everybody should follow the same path that I have. And so I made it my mission to assist people to fast track and to get to where they need to be much more rapidly than I have. Because I've been inculcating and studying this for a couple of years now. And if I'd known what I know now at the outset, I could have fast tracked. I could have got myself up and running so much more rapidly. So my mission therefore became to provide the means and the resources and the assistance and the support to new coaches so that they don't have to go through what I went through. At the outset, we can use our knowledge of imposter syndrome in order to conquer it within ourselves. But even better, when you engage in a personal development journey, the work that you do on yourself can then be transferable to other people. Because if you can recognize imposter syndrome in your own psyche and your own makeup, then when you see it in a client, then you can address it accordingly. In my own personal life, I've been through many a situation where I've limited my own performance. And the reason I've limited my own performance is because the imposter syndrome has caused me to cut back on the initiatives. It's caused me to not extend myself as much as I could have done. I've also allowed myself to be diminished and allowed my reputation and allowed my expertise to be undermined by other people who maybe not suffering from imposter syndrome, who may be suffering from an overload of egotism. One of the problems of having imposter syndrome is it makes you vulnerable to attack, and it makes you vulnerable to criticism. So what we need to do is we need to seek the means to address our imposter syndrome. And the first step is to recognize it where it exists. Once having recognized it, it's your duty to yourself, or as a coach, your duty to others, to set up concrete steps so that it can be reduced. And hopefully it can be eradicated. Let's not confuse imposter syndrome with the ability to reflect and critique. At some stage, your ability to reflect and critique, especially yourself, may have become compounded to such an extent that you now feel like an imposter because you're always second guessing yourself. So what we need to do is we need to strike a healthy balance between being able to reflect and being able to realistically summarize situations as they are in reality, not as they may feature in one's imagination. I'm not going to go into the psychoanalytical side of why imposter syndrome might exist. That's not really my job. And in fact, I think we can spend too much time dwelling on the past. In fact, we can spend so much time dwelling on the past that we refuse ourselves access to a healthy future. So let's draw a line under imposter syndrome here and now. Let's recognize that people, including yourself and including myself, can feel disqualified or they can feel underqualified to tackle some of the challenges that they face. What we need to do, what I need to do, what you need to do, is to fast track and to improve your likelihood of eradicating these problems. We start by creating systems. We start by using our calendars and our diaries, and we start by structuring an improvement in our knowledge on a daily basis so that we can truly feel qualified and we can truly point to the knowledge and awareness that we've gained. Only then can you limit and hopefully eradicate imposter syndrome and replace it with a healthy sense of inquiry and a healthy sense of self-reflection. So, number one thing that you need to know about if you're going to become a coach is the presence of imposter syndrome. Take time out. Ask yourself, is it something that I'm experiencing? Also, take time out and start to evaluate people around you and ask yourself, is this something that they are experiencing? You might be surprised by how many people you can observe who are silently struggling with their own imposter syndrome. So, fellow seeker, if you feel that this knowledge is useful to you and you'd like to gain some more knowledge, and you'd like to learn how to fast track your own progress into becoming a fully fledged, set up coach in 7 days, I would strongly recommend that you check the link that I've attached below. There's no obligation here. You can do this if you wish to. But if you do wish to, my advice to you is begin it now.